Stop scrolling, because what you're about to hear sounds almost impossible. One country qualified without playing the same path as another. Some teams needed years of perfect performances. Others survived by just one goal, and a few saw their World Cup dream disappear in the very last match. So how did all 48 teams actually qualify for the FIFA World Cup 2026? In the next 5 minutes, I'll explain the entire journey in the simplest way possible. A historic change. The FIFA World Cup 2026 is making history. For the first time ever, 48 teams will compete instead of 32. That means more countries, more matches, more surprises, and more unforgettable moments. But with more teams came a completely new qualification system. Every continent had different rules, different challenges, and a different road to the biggest football tournament on earth. 1. The host nations. Let's start with the host nations. The United States, Canada, and Mexico automatically qualified because they are hosting the tournament together. That immediately filled 3 places, leaving the rest of the football world to fight for the remaining spots. 2. South America, CONMEBOL. Now let's move to South America, where qualification is always one of the toughest in football. Instead of knockout rounds, every team plays every other team home and away. That's 18 matches against world-class opponents. Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, and the rest all had to earn points over a long campaign. There are no easy games in South America. Even the strongest teams can lose away from home. That's why consistency matters much more than one big victory. 3. Europe, UEFA. Next comes Europe, where the biggest number of football giants compete. Teams are divided into qualifying groups, and every match is incredibly important. Finishing first in the group usually means direct qualification. But finishing second often leads to dangerous playoff matches, where one mistake can end years of hard work. Every qualification campaign produces surprise results, because smaller nations continue getting stronger every year. 4. Africa, CAF. Now let's head to Africa, where qualifying is incredibly competitive. Countries battle through group stages filled with talented teams. Nations like Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Nigeria, Algeria, Tunisia, Cameroon, and many others all dream of reaching the World Cup. African football has improved massively in recent years, making qualification harder than ever before. Every point becomes valuable, because only the best teams move closer to football's biggest stage. AFC. Over in Asia, qualification lasts for years and includes several different rounds. Football powers such as Japan, South Korea, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Australia, and other rising nations all compete for their World Cup places. Every stage becomes tougher as the competition goes on. One unexpected defeat can completely change the standings, while one dramatic victory can keep an entire nation's dream alive. 6. Oceania, OFC. Then we have Oceania, which received a huge opportunity in the new 48-team format. For years, teams from this region had almost no direct path to the World Cup. But now they finally have a much better chance to qualify, giving countries like New Zealand an opportunity to reach the tournament without depending only on intercontinental playoffs. 7. CONCACAF. The CONCACAF region had its own exciting qualification story. Since the USA, Canada, and Mexico qualified automatically as hosts, other nations like Costa Rica, Panama, Jamaica, Honduras, and many more fought through multiple qualification rounds. Every match became a final because one loss could completely change the race. The ultimate drama, but the biggest change wasn't just the number of teams. FIFA completely reshaped the qualification process to make the tournament more global than ever before. More countries now have a realistic chance of reaching the World Cup. That means more underdog stories, more passionate fans, and more nations believing they can make history. Think about it. Some countries qualified comfortably. Others had to fight until the very last match day. A single goal, a late penalty, or even goal difference decided the fate of several teams. That's what makes World Cup qualification one of the most dramatic competitions in football. And now, after years of qualifiers across every continent, the stage is finally set. 48 nations. One trophy. One champion. The road to the FIFA World Cup 2026 is complete. But the biggest battle is only just beginning. Outro/call to action. So here's my question for you. Which country do you think will win the FIFA World Cup 2026? Argentina? England? Brazil? France? Spain? Or will another nation shock the world? Tell me your prediction in the comments. And if you love football explainers like this, subscribe now because the biggest World Cup stories are still coming.